Beautiful rising, beautiful people. So we're going to touch on karma a little bit more. One of my supporters asked me to do this video, so it's a special request video. Now, once again, this is just from my perspective, from my experience, my observation, tied in with the research that I have done that makes sense with my life and what I've observed and experienced. So, okay, a lot of people know everything is energy. Everything is a vibration, right? The amount of emotion that you put behind something manifests a lot quicker than no emotion being attached to it at all, because that is an energy, right? Whatever you feed and water grows. Nothing grows unless you feed and water it. So when we're talking about karma, right, we already know it's been made out to be a bad thing, even though it's a good thing. It's good karma and it's bad karma. But every time we wish karma on somebody, we're not saying we're wishing good karma. We all know that. So we're gonna speak from that end of karma, right? And the reason why you see so-called fucked up people, because once again, fucked up people is in comparison to what we think supposed to be good. Okay? When you still see them living a good life, nothing happening to them. Like, I see it all the time. Nothing happening to them. Life is easy breezy. They got it good. They smooth. It's because the amount of emotion that they do not put behind this thing. You know what I'm saying? Or let me reword that. The lack of emotion that they put behind this thing that you think they was fucked up for doing. You got some people that don't care. So that means it's no emotion, it's no energy being put behind this thing to manifest into, I guess, what you put out into the universe comes back to you. It's no emotion put behind it, so it's no energy to go out to come back. It's no energy being put behind it. Then you got those people who understand life. They understand that people make mistakes. We fuck up. So they don't beat themselves up. Like, people do know how to fuck up, apologize, forgive themselves, and move on. So you don't see that it's no emotion. It's still a lack of emotion being put behind this thing. And that's why you don't see it go out to the universe and come back as a bad thing for them to learn from, because they get it. They already get it. It's the ones who's conscious. Like, they conscious eat away at them. They even your, let's say your ex, they did you wrong, right? The facade of not caring might be there. But when they're alone, they might give a fuck. So when you see something bad happening to them, or somebody do them the way they did you, and you thought they didn't care the whole time, you never know what they go through when they are alone. What type of emotion they put behind this thing that creates that energy that comes back to them. What they did to you is being done to them. You never know what they go through when they're alone. So we can't be looking at the facade that people put on in our presence. And then you got those exes who do you wrong and then learn quickly from what they put you through and treat the next person better. It's because they didn't... the type of emotion they put behind that thing was not a negative emotion where they're beating themselves up and punishing themselves and don't think that they deserve anything better than you. So life is grand for them when they move on, because it's not that type of emotion that's being put behind that particular situation. Everything is energy. It is. So that's why I tell people, like, when you say you're a good person and then bad shit happened to you, for what reason are you being good? Is it for validation? Do you really think you're good, or are you waiting on somebody to validate the fact that you are a good person? Are you comparing who you are to the next person? Because that's an energy as well. That's an emotion as well. That's an ill intent. No matter how good you think you are as a person, if it's always in comparison to other people, I'm good, because it's okay to be improved, like constantly self-improving. But if your good person is in comparison to another person, that's an ill intent. Some people who do fucked up shit don't have ill intentions. They don't. They're just literally some people that, some people just, that's all they know. So there's no real emotion being put behind it. So once again, when you call yourself a good person, comparison to who? That's an ill intent. You're saying somebody is less than you. I'm a good person. You're fucked up. I know I'm good because I see a fucked up person. that's an ill intent. That's an energy. You're feeding that thing. I don't know another way to break it down outside of saying the emotion that you put behind something and the intensity of that emotion manifests into reality. People can only create their own resistance. They can only create their own karma. You cannot wish it on somebody and it actually become a thing. It has to be a resistance there. It has to be an emotion that they put behind this thing that's so strong that it manifests into their own lives. People are in control of that. We are all in control of a lot of things that happen to us. We just don't know it. And you think about people that died. Let's think about like past life shit. If you're dying heavy, doubt, fear, like look at all of that's a heavy ass emotion in your entire life. Like this is how you're living your entire life. You reincarnate back to this bitch, and now you have karmic debt because of the emotion that was attached from your past life to everything that you was doing. That's why I tell people, like, get back in control of your life. Like, you cannot fear and have faith at the same time. You got to choose one. That'd be nice. How you doing, sir? Your beard itch? Because you scratching the shit out of that motherfucker. I ain't trying to come back to this motherfucking plane. I'm cool. There was one more thing I had to say. Hold on. Let me tell you. Okay, so we got the karmic debt out the way. We got the emotion, the amount of emotions that you put behind something. You've been a good person. That's in comparison to who? Because that's an attachment. So we supposed to experience life. We supposed to experience people. We do not supposed to attach though. We don't. And I think that's our problem. We are emotionally attached to everything. We're attached to the outcomes of situations. We're attached to people. We attach to everything that's external. And that's a heavy way to live. So it's hard to die light and not come back to this bitch without karmic debt because we're so attached to everything. Hopefully that helped. Hopefully. Have a beautiful day. I had to throw this in there real quick. My hair done came down and everything. But I just wanted to say this, man. It's some real shit. A lot of people are not good people naturally. They're only good or do good things because they fear this place called hell. This place that they think exists when they die if they don't choose to do good things. Which means they're going against their natural selves and they're being forced into a certain way of living, which creates a whole nother energy as well. That's a heavy ass energy too. And then they become judgmental toward people that choose to live their lives and not a life they was forced into by fear. Just wanted to say that.